Whew, okay, so the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Look, I know we are still early in the year. We barely just made our way into the beginning of March, but let me start this video off by saying this. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is definitely going to be a phone to beat this year. I mean, this device offers you everything you need and more when it just comes to a regular slab phone like this, non-foldable slab phone. And like I said, I know we're still early in the year. We got a lot of other great devices that are going to be releasing this year, but just when it comes to an overall great phone, I mean, this is it right here. You're getting amazing cameras, amazing battery life, a nice premium build that feels great in the hands, big, beautiful display, S Pen integration, wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, water resistance, just everything that you need in a phone and more. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is it right here. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing what my experience has been like with the Galaxy S23 Ultra since day one. So first of all, starting off with the overall design. Like I did mention, it's a very beautiful premium build. I did get the green color, which is really nice. And it has that nice matte finish in the back. And I like that Samsung did that with all the colors this year, giving us a nice matte finish. It just doesn't attract as many fingerprints and it just looks really nice. Yes, all the way around the sides, top and bottom of the device, it is a glossy finish. So that will attract fingerprints, but still looking really nice. I like that Samsung is giving us more of a flat display this year. We still got those slight curved edges, but they're definitely not as curved as what we had with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And the same thing with the back of the device. The curves are just very slight, but it still feels nice in the hand. So just when it comes to overall design, I think Samsung did a great job. And I know it looks a lot like the Galaxy S22 Ultra, but I like the way that phone looked. I love the design of the S22 Ultra, giving us those Note 5. So I say if it ain't broke, why fix it? They definitely did not need to fix the design. They just made a little bit of tweaks here and there, made it more refined. And then we got the Galaxy S23 Ultra looking absolutely beautiful. And I like that they lowered the power button and the volume rockers as well, just making it easier for me personally to reach if I do need to power on my phone or turn up the volume or turn down the volume. So beautiful design overall. Now, if you do for whatever reason get bored with the way the back of your phone looks, maybe you want to switch it up a bit, then why not check out some skins from our sponsors of this video, Dbrand. So as you can see right here, I do got a really cool looking skin here in the back, just changing up the look of my Galaxy S23 Ultra. And Dbrand has been known for this for a very long time, offering plenty of skins to choose from, not just what I have here in front of me, but they got tons more online to be able to change up the look of the back of your device. And if you want to take it to the next level, that's where their Dbrand grip case comes in. It's going to offer you some amazing protection. If you haven't seen my drop test yet, make sure you go check that out because I do throw this phone around with the Dbrand grip case and the phone still came out looking like brand new. So if you're looking for protection and style at the same time, being able to switch up the skins in the back, then that's where the Dbrand grip case comes in. I have a link for skins and the case down in the description below in case you do want to check them out for yourself. Thanks to Dbrand for sponsoring this video. Okay, now just talking about this big, beautiful display itself. Absolutely beautiful. Loving that it looks pretty much like a little mini TV in your hands. I mean, it's bright, it's beautiful, the colors pop nice and vibrant. Yeah, we do get that punch hole cutout up at the top, but it does not take away from the experience that you get with the display on this device. And like I said, it does get super bright. I'm able to use this out in the sunlight perfectly. I have no complaints with that at all. At least I didn't notice myself, having to squint or have a hard time seeing what I'm doing on my device out in direct sunlight. I'm able to comfortably use this device. Big, bright, beautiful display. And then of course we have that in-display fingerprint sensor, as you can see right there. Boom, works every single time. Very, very accurate. So I am very happy with that in-display fingerprint sensor. And I think Samsung gave us more of a wider area right here to be able to use it, because I noticed when registering my fingerprint, it does make me register my finger kind of like in a circle. So it's more of a wider area. So if I kind of put my thumbprint just a little bit outside of that fingerprint sensor, it will still unlock the device. So very, very accurate when it comes to that in-display fingerprint sensor. But when it comes to just watching content alone, like I said, very enjoyable. I myself just like to personally look up 4K. Even though this is not a 4K display, I still like to look at 4K content just to watch it on this display right here because it's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, the colors look amazing. And not even just when watching content, but when playing games on this device as well. It's nice being able to play on a big display like this. You know, you have the controls on the sides of the displays when you're playing the game, but they don't get in the way. You still got that whole big middle of the display to be able to play your game. And it takes it to the next level when I hook up my PlayStation controller. It's kind of like I got a little mini big screen TV right in front of me, and being able to play on my PlayStation controller, almost making it feel like I'm playing on the actual console. So gaming on this device as well is very, very enjoyable. Now, one thing that takes the experience to the next level when either watching content or playing games is the speakers on this device. I mean, they sound great, at least in my opinion. Like I said, this is based off of my experience, my opinion. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion when it comes to these devices. And that's the beautiful thing. We're all allowed our own opinion. But me personally, I love the speakers on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. They get nice and loud. They got a nice crisp sound to them, and they sound nice and full as well. It's not too much highs where it's going to distort if you do have it on full blast. No, it's got a nice low end as well. And when I do listen to music or watch content or play games at max volume, it doesn't distort. It sounds really nice. Actually, you know what? Here's a little sample.
Contact. Finish the last of that enemy squad.
So as you can see, the speakers are sounding nice. Now, I'm sure the microphone doesn't do them justice. Of course, it's not going to sound exactly how it does in person, but that's just to give you a little idea of what the speakers sound like. They sound amazing. Now, when it comes to overall performance, like I said, gaming is very enjoyable on here, but aside from it just being enjoyable, it is super smooth as well. Gaming performs great on this device. I actually did a full gaming video on this phone right here, and I didn't even find the phone to overheat on me. Yeah, towards the end of that video, it did get a little bit warm, but it was nothing crazy. I mean, I gamed for a pretty long time, and this phone handled it well. The games ran smooth, and aside from gaming, I mean, just using the device alone, whether I'm scrolling, you know, through the app drawer from home screen to home screen, scrolling through the Google feed, going in and out of apps, scrolling through social media, YouTube. I mean, this phone performs like a boss. I have not had any problems with this phone lagging on me or freezing on me at all. I mean, this phone performs like a beast, and I know it does have to do with that new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processing chip that was custom made for Galaxy devices. So it's going to work even better with the Galaxy S23 Ultra than with other devices that they put that chip in, because for this device particularly, and the S23, S23 Plus, it was, you know, kind of put on steroids for these devices, and it just has this phone running like a beast. I mean, performance is absolutely great. I have no complaints with performance at all on this device. Even when it comes to editing 4K video, I've edited quite a few 4K videos on this device, and it handled it great. Now, of course, for a device that does perform as good as this one does, you're gonna want some good battery life, right? Well, like I said at the very beginning of this video, battery life has been amazing on this phone. And even with that, I did do a separate all-day battery drain test video to show you guys just how good battery life is on this device. And this phone can easily be a 2-day device if you really wanted it to. For me, it usually lasts about full entire day, sometimes even a day and a half, and I'm a pretty heavy user when it comes to my devices. And the fact that this is still able to last me an entire day from early morning to late at night with all the heavy usage that I do, I mean, it blows my mind. I am truly impressed with battery life on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, compared to the S22 Ultra. Battery life is definitely great on the S23 Ultra. So if you're a power user like myself and battery life is a big deal for you, you're not gonna have to worry about throwing this phone on the charger, midday. This will definitely last you an entire day. Like I said, even a day and a half or 2 days if you really wanted it to. It also supports super fast charging, even though it's not that fast. It's not like 1+11 fast, but it's fast enough. With How long this battery lasts, you really don't need super fast charging, to be honest. It does also support wireless charging and reverse wireless charging as well. So overall, battery life, amazing. Okay, now going to the one thing that makes this S23 Ultra an Ultra, you know, aside from the big display, great battery life and all that other good stuff, the S Pen. So, I mean, we can pretty much call this a Note device because all the Notes device in the past, they were called Galaxy Notes because they came with this S Pen. Well, the S23 Ultra also comes with an integrated S Pen that gives us tons of features. I mean, you got Bluetooth integration with this as well. So it's got a little button on here where you can, you know, use it to take pictures if you want to. If you have a, you know, a big family, maybe you're at a party or something, or a little get together and you want to take a big group family photo, you don't want to have to worry about setting a timer, have somebody, you know, take the photo, run to get in the picture, or you don't want anybody left out of the picture. That's where the S Pen comes in. You can use this to take photos with your phone. You can also use it as a Harry Potter one to be able to switch up camera modes if you want. You can use it to switch from the front-facing camera to the rear-facing cameras. I mean, there's a lot that you can do to this. And if I go into the actual S Pen settings themselves to see all the other features that it offers, I mean, we got Create a Note, View All Notes, Smart Select, Screen Write, Live Messages, AR Doodle, Translate, Magnify, Pen Up, Glance, Bixby Vision, Write on Calendar, Coloring, and then you can add other apps that you want to open with this S Pen as well. So definitely a lot going on with this S Pen, and it just feels great writing on the device. And I like that you can pull it out with the phone off and just automatically start jotting down a note in case you're thinking of something or you want to write down a quick list of something. You can easily just pull it out with the phone off and just start writing. You don't have to, you know, turn on the screen or go into the S Pen settings or anything like that. It's as easy as just pulling it out and start writing. Now, one cool feature that I do like that Samsung brought with this S Pen right here is being able to go into a photo, tap and hold on a certain object in that photo, and it will cut it out for you. You can save it as a sticker, you can save it as an image, you can send it to someone. And that is big for me because I make all of my YouTube thumbnails on my smartphone. There's a lot of times where I do cut out the object that I'm reviewing or talking about to really make it pop in that thumbnail. And this is perfect. I don't really have to outline anything. I just tap and hold and it will cut it out almost perfectly. Not every single time. There is some times where it doesn't cut it out perfectly and it'll, you know, cut out other stuff I don't want, but a lot of times it does work and it's just amazing. So this S Pen takes it to the next level with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And it's not going to be for everyone. Not everybody's going to use it, but if you do want just an amazing device, the Galaxy S23 Ultra is definitely one to get. And this S Pen will be there for that one moment that you do need it. It's better to, you know, have it and not need it than to need it and not have it one day. But I don't know, I'll leave it at that. Okay, now next up, talking about the cameras on this device, which has been a big topic around YouTube, around the Twitter as well. We got a 12 megapixel front-facing camera, a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens, a 10 megapixel 10x telephoto lens that allows you to zoom in 100 times to take those beautiful pictures of the moon that we all love taking. We got a 200 megapixel main lens and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Now, for the most part, overall, I would say the cameras on this device are amazing. I've been able to get some great shots with the cameras on this device, whether I'm using the main lens, both either telephoto lenses or even the selfie lens. Now, I will say the selfie lens could be a little bit improved. I'm still able to get some great selfies just depending on lighting, but there are still some times where I find myself, you know, retaking the photo and it just, because it's just not coming out the way I want it to. It really just depends on lighting. So I think the selfie camera could be upgraded just a little bit. And also that ultra wide angle lens. Now, it's not to say that the ultra wide angle lens is bad, it just could be a bit more improved as well. I'm still able to get some great ultra wide shots. The colors look great, the picture looks great, but in my opinion, it could look a little better. Now, when it comes to using the main lens and both telephoto lenses, I'm able to get some great shots, especially with those telephoto lenses. I personally have a fun time using them because I don't know, they just make the pictures come out really cool, almost making it look like you're a professional photographer, even if you're not. And I'm far from a professional photographer, but you know, I do try to be creative, you know, whenever I do get the chance. But I mean, overall, when it comes to taking photos alone, I'm able to get some great shots with the cameras on this device. And I did a full camera review as well. I even did a full 4K video test, a full 8K video test. And I like doing separate videos like that before my actual full review, because you know, not everybody likes having to watch a full entire review just to try and get to the thing that they actually want to know about when it comes to the device. And that's one reason I like making all these other separate videos. And I'll have my whole S23 Ultra playlist down in the description below in case you want to look through any of those separate videos. But when it comes to actual photos, yes, I'm happy with the cameras on this device right here. There are some moments where I am taking a picture of a moving subject, like say my youngest son, for instance, where it'll still come out just a little bit blurry and I'll have to try and retake it again because he moves around a lot. He's always running around. I like to capture those moments when they're happening. Now, the shutter speed isn't the fastest, but it has been improved. It has gotten faster. So I'm able to more easily take those photos of him moving around and running around, but there are still moments where it does come out a little bit blurry. So I think Samsung can speed it up just a little bit more, and then we'll be there. We got to get to that pixel level, you know, because with the Pixel 7 Pro, boom, 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 I'm able to take shots easily and they come out good almost every time. Now, when it comes to actual video quality, me personally, I'm happy with the video quality that I'm getting with the S23 Ultra, whether it's with the front-facing camera. I think video comes out great. Especially with stabilization. It seems like Samsung has improved with stabilization on this device right here. And even with the rear-facing cameras as well, stabilization seems great. And what you're seeing right now is a 4K video at 30 frames per second. And as you can see, it's nice and smooth. It looks good. At least in my opinion, everything is looking good. Even when recording at 8K, we can now record at 8K 30 frames per second, and that has definitely been improved compared to what we had with the S22 Ultra. It's just a lot more smoother, and then we can record at 30 frames per second as well, and it's just an overall, just a better experience in my opinion when recording in 8K, because now we can actually just record, you know, handheld. We don't have to use the gimbal. It doesn't look super shaky. Now, I can't really show you right here. You can go watch my actual 8K video test because my video editor will not allow me to throw 8K video into it and, you know, throw it over this video right here. So you can go watch the separate video if you want to do so. Now, when it comes to overall night photos, I think night photos come out great, a lot better than what I had thought they were going to be honest. Now, of course, there's always room for improvement. Of course, there is room that, you know, to make these cameras better, and I'm sure Samsung can push out an update and improve them even more, but I still think night photos come out great. Night video comes out pretty good with the rear-facing camera. I would say with the front-facing camera, it doesn't come out the best. You can tell Samsung is trying, but you still get that jitteriness, that shakiness when recording nighttime with the front-facing camera. But overall, I mean, you will not be disappointed with the cameras on the S23 Ultra. And then when it just comes to the overall camera modes, I mean, Samsung gives us everything that we need. We got a, you know, the portrait mode, we got a photo mode, the regular photo mode, we got night mode, video mode, and then we also have expert raw, which is what I used to take this picture right here, this astrophotography picture. And it was actually pitch black in this area that you're seeing right now. I mean, I literally could hardly see anything. So I just set up the camera the way I thought it would look good. And this is the picture that I got. Yes, a bit of editing was required because this is taking it in RAW. So you will be required to edit up your picture to your liking. And this is what I came up with. And honestly, I think it came out great. I was able to set the duration to 10 minutes to really capture a lot of that light from the stars and just any other light that it can capture around the photo. So when it comes to astrophotography, Samsung ain't messing around. We also got a pro mode, pro video mode, food mode, panorama, super slow-mo, slow motion, hyperlapse, portrait video, which actually comes out great as well. And here's a little sample of that portrait video, which again is part of my full camera test. And I even put this as part of my 4K video test as well. And I personally think that portrait video comes out great, cuts out my body perfectly while blurring that background. And then we have director's view, which now is what you are seeing. And that allows us to use that front-facing camera and any rear-facing camera to record at the exact same time. And this is kind of good for, you know, reaction videos if you want to show your reaction to whatever it is you're looking at the same time. So that director's view can definitely come in handy and is definitely a cool feature. And then we also have single take. So Samsung has definitely given us a lot to deal with when it comes to the cameras on the S23 Ultra. Now, other features that we get with this device as well is Samsung DeX, of course, where we can either connect it wirelessly or wired to a bigger monitor and get that desktop experience. So it's like you're carrying a desktop with you everywhere that you go, but it's your smartphone. All you got to do is connect it wirelessly, or like I said, through a wire, and then you get that whole desktop experience, which is, it's awesome. And then you can use your phone as a cursor if you want as well. You also have Smart View, which has been in a lot of their devices before, but I still want to mention it because it's still a cool feature to be able to show whatever you're looking at on your phone up on the big screen, whether it's just your app drawer, your home screen, pictures, or whatever. Smart View can definitely come in handy as well. Another feature is being able to, I kind of showed this earlier, but being able to have a video as your wallpaper. As you can see right there, I got my beautiful wife as my lock screen right there, and it's just cool. Not a lot of phones let you do, actually, do any phones let you do this? I don't really know, to be honest, but the fact that we can do this on the S23 Ultra, I mean, it's great because you can actually use videos as your wallpaper. So very cool feature there. Another feature is split screen. So you can be able to use more than one app at the same time. So multitasking is definitely a go on this device right here. And it's nice because we got this big screen right here to allow us to do that multitasking and be able to use more than one app at once. But I gotta say, overall, like I said at the beginning of the video, when it just comes to an overall great device, with the experience that I've had with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, overall, it's been a great device. I have been enjoying my experience with this phone. I mean, honestly, it's hard to put it down because I want to keep using it, whether I'm, just on social media or gaming or using the cameras or whatever. And I try to get this phone to die down by the end of the day, but it's so hard because of that great battery life. But yeah, the S23 Ultra, it's gonna be a phone to beat this year. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Do you have an S23 Ultra for yourself? How's it treating you? How's battery life? What do you think about everything about this device right here? Let me know down in the comments. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. I'll leave links for everything down in the description below, whether it's my playlist video of all of my S23 Ultra videos, of course, a link for our sponsors, Dbrand, to be able to pick up a skin, a case, or a skin and case, or even if you want to pick up an S23 Ultra for yourself. I have links down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. This is Josh Quinones. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.